what up, y'all? This is 5 reasons why. This is 5 reasons why your heart is the center of the universe, of your universe. Metaphorically and quite literally, your heart actually is the center of the universe, of your own universe. The first reason why your heart is the center of the universe, all right? Within each person, the heart is the seat of consciousness. It's the center of self-awareness. It's where your aspirations come from, where your passions, where your desires. It's where your goals. It's the part of you that's truly driven. People say it comes from the heart. Well, that's where it all springs from, and not only on a metaphorical kind of sense, but quite literally. Your heart is the center of your electromagnetic field. Within each individual, we all have electromagnetic field. It's like a torus that goes up and around and through us, and it goes through our chakras, through our body's chakra system. So the chakras are various vortexes within your body, various energetic centers, points that all correspond to various functions. Mental, emotional, spiritual functions, ranging from being grounded and feeling safe to the astrals. All right, it's a whole nother topic on its own, and I'll have to explain that in another video. But basically, from physical reality, from base reality, being centered in the root chakra, to the heavens up in the crown chakra. And your connection basically it's connecting you to both the physical planes and the spiritual planes. And all these various points within our bodies there's an energy vortex that grows through us. It's the electromagnetic field. It's part of the aura, part of the whole auric field. And it flows up through your chakras, with the heart being the center point in the middle. Your heart is the center point, as well as being the bridge between physical and spiritual realities. Now, point number 2 is that your heart is the center of your body's circulatory system. It's the vital organ that's pumping life through your veins. And it works great as a pump. But more than point number 2, more than the fact that it's scientifically known as a pump, and that's all a lot of scientists think it does, it really has its own intelligence. I'm sure you've heard the saying that we each create our own reality. Well, what does that mean exactly? What does that mean? All right. So if you study metaphysics and quantum physics, you'll come to realize we're each creating our own reality every second, every nanosecond. Ultimately, the smallest unit of anything is called a Planck. That's named after Max Planck. He's one of the developers of quantum physics. Just a little side note for you. Anyway, within each Planck, you could think of Planck as far as time goes, and your life as being a flip book, where every plank of time is a different page on that flip book, and you're constantly flipping through this book like frames in a movie. All right, so we do each create our own reality, and the heart is the center of it all. Now, let me explain what I mean by this. All right, so everything that you do, every possible action that you do, sets you into a different timeline, different chains of events. They're going to unfold based on your decisions every moment to moment. It doesn't matter whether you could say something as simple as tying your shoes or not tying your shoes, getting up 5 minutes later than you normally do, or whatever. Any little variable that gets changed, that's a different timeline that you're on. All right, so if we step back and we realize, how does this happen? If we're all if we're each on our own sets of timelines based on the decisions that we make on a day-to-day, on a moment by moment basis, then how does it all connect? All right, so basically the fact of the matter is that there's an electromagnetic field of energy that goes, it's like a torus, it's around your body. All right, it goes up through your chakras. Now, your chakras are various points, energy vortexes within your body that all correspond to different aspects of yourself, of your psyche, of your personality, of your physical and your spiritual being. All right. So The center point of those chakras is your heart chakra, all right? Now this energy is spinning like a vortex. So the only way that we could actually possibly have our own timelines for every action that we take, because it's constantly splitting and you're in a different reality. You're like, it's a whole nother world every nanosecond. And it might seem a bit far-fetched if you're not thinking about this, but just bear with me for a moment here, all right? Every possible second, you're on a different timeline, right? And you're corresponding with all these other people, every other person or whatever that comes in and out of your life. They're all they're all corresponding timelines that all work with one another in the grand scheme of the all right? Which is outside of any type of human ego consciousness or whatever. I mean, I'm talking about the all of everything. That's like the master consciousness that we're all part of and within the one consciousness. All right. Now that within that one consciousness, every possibility exists. All right. Everything that you could ever think of, everything you could ever do, anything that anyone else could ever think of and do, every possibility already exists. All right. All you're doing is basically matching your frequency to the possibilities that align with in your day-to-day actions. All right. So the only way that each of us could be on our own timelines is if we're at the center of our own universe. All right. And then all these timelines meet up as people come and go in our life. All right. So being that we're all at the center of our own timelines, we're all the center of our own universe. All right. Now the center of that is the center point. It's the heart. All right. Now you could talk about the heart being the pump all you want. Yes, the heart is a great pump. All right. It's like the center of the circulatory system, and you'd be dead without the heart pumping life force energy through your veins. All right. But that's ultimately a secondary function. The first function is the fact that the heart has its own intelligence. All right. The heart is the emotional hub. It's the energetic hub. All right. It's the center. It's the seat of your soul. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. I'm not a huge Bible thumper, but I know that somewhere within that good book, I know it says that the heart is the wellspring of life. All right. The heart, that's where that's the seat of your consciousness, where your emotions come from, where your passion comes from. The heart is ultimately your self-identity. It's when you really want to do something, when you care about something, when you're passionate about something, it comes from the heart. It all comes from the heart. Everything that you do, the inspirations that you have, your day-to-day, the intentions that you set, even your own psychology, your subconscious or whatever. It's all rooted in the heart. It's the connection between your mind and your heart. That's ultimately, if you really want to break down barriers and dig through the challenging points in your life, the things that hold you back in this world, and the things that you strive for, the things that you really truly care about, you gotta dig through the heart. Let go of all the mental chatter, the mental noise, the monkey mind that keeps that just wants to keep you dwelling on stupid, intangible things. When it all comes back to the feelings, what do you feel inside? What do you gotta let go of? What do you gotta keep pursuing? It all comes from your heart. That's the center point of everything. I'm not just talking about the connection that you feel with yourself inside, with your soul. I'm talking about the connection that you feel with others, the empathy, the compassion, the love. It all comes from your heart, not your head. Your head is just a bunch of facts. It's a bunch of it just wants to keep you safe. It's the whole ego mentality. But everything real, everything true, it comes from your heart. So the more that you can connect your head to your heart, and the more you can live from your heart, the more joy and love you will bring into this world, the more prosperous you will be. And just the more you let go of all the mental chatter, the noise, let go of all the fear, the guilt, the shame, let go of all the hatred. It's all ego, it's all mental chatter in your mind. You just live from the heart, be passionate, be courageous, be brave, be empathetic, love your neighbors, love yourself. And that's what you do first. And I mean everything from love and compassion and joy to hate and sorrow and misery. All of it. It all comes from your heart. The heart aches. It's the heart breaks. It's the heart felt. If you don't feel it in your heart, if you're not feeling your heart, you ain't alive, brother. You're dead. That's what everything. That's where you feel. Mind may be logical, but the heart is wise. The heart is the wisdom. It's the intuition. It's your higher self seeing through you. When we see through our hearts, we know who we truly are. And when we know who we truly are, we are free. So I'd invite you to live from your heart, not from your head, with love and acceptance for yourself and others. And you will wake up and realize that you're in a whole new world with a much better reality. And this, metaphorically, the heart isn't just metaphorically the center. The heart is the center of your soul, of your universe. So make your universe a good one. And y'all have a great day. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.